Hello everyone, this is Karsten. Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So, we just reunited with Hans as well as Radzik and Hanush, and they've gone off to Raborsh at the moment to apparently hold some sort of meeting, a strategic Wenceslas ally meeting, and the only things left for me to do at the moment are to return Lady Rose's book back to her, as well as try and infiltrate the city council. I will be doing that momentarily, but I'm right here in the middle of nowhere on the map, and I kind of want to just ride through whatever this fog of war happens to be, because I'm nosy, and I like to know what's going on, more or less. So we're just going to follow through in the general direction of the city, but until we get there, we're just going to ride. I don't know, maybe there's going to be a mill out here or something. It's still just as foggy as when we left off last episode, which is nice. So, you know, some environmental effects. You don't really see fog that often, do you? I don't think I've seen this much fog since I started playing the game. So, is it really just a patch of woods? Is that all it is? That's all it is. Okay, well, that's immensely disappointing. In that case, I'm just going to fast travel back into the city then. We may as well just get there ASAP and then start wandering off to find Lady Rosa. I wonder if we're going to get stopped along the way. Oh, scene of an ambush. Dead at arms. A few men at arms are lying on the road. Okay, sure. I'll just ride up to them and kill them all. No issue whatsoever.
What? Now you're gonna get it.
Am I?
Easy.
Whoa, hey now.
Make it worse for yourself with that weapon.
Okay, well now I'm definitely going to pull out my weapon. Alright, hammer time.
I've been waiting for.
Have you? I find it unlikely that you've been waiting for me. Nice. Okay, you're not even attacking me, sir. Wait, I'm helping a guy. Ow. Okay, clinch. Clinch and kill. Oh, I guess... Okay, I guess the bandit actually killed the guy who was fighting him. That sucks. You know, it was worth it. Ow. 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 Okay, nice combo. Well done. No wonder the other guy lost. Get him. Ow. That wasn't even a riposte. Okay, actively dying to random bandits on the road. This guy's actually stronger than I am. Somehow.
You won't get me.
Won't I? Get out of here. Oh, wow. Impressive. I could even land a hit during that. Okay. Backing off.
For the cross. You won't get
Okay.
me.
Won't I? There we go. Finally landing a hit. I need to stop myself from bleeding out. I'm not doing super hot right now. Gonna need to ride right back to a bathhouse ASAP. I also need to pick up more armorer's kits, I guess. Well, no, I'm sitting on 53 of them. Never mind. I'm good. Okay. Nothing else. Nothing else. You know what I haven't used in a while? My bow and arrows. Okay, well, he killed the other dude who was fighting him off. It is what it is. I tried my best to help them out. R.I.P. Huntsman. You were brave to go up against someone as heavily armed as that. Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna loot and then move on.
At your service, sir.
Go home.
Or we'll drag you there.
Laying a hand on family. Shame on you.
Leave now.
What's going on?
What's going on here?
These two fuckers turfed me out of the tavern.
Who are you calling a fucker, you drunkard?
It's always the same with that fella. He drinks one too many, makes a racket, and starts looking for a fight.
Okay, that doesn't sound great. Call the catch poles on him then.
Let the guards give him what for. It's not your problem, is it?
Aye. Only he's supposed to be marrying my sister in the morning.
Oh,
Pissed
really?
as a newt.
Fuck you. You're just pissed off that they didn't give her to you.
Shut up.
Blah. I'm in the right. You're in the shit, and with not a groschen to your name.
I mean, you all look like... you all look like you're dressed in rags, to be honest. You're going to get married in this
You're
state?
getting married tomorrow in this state. Whatever will the wench think of you?
I'm getting married, even if they have to carry me to the altar.
Poor girl. This sack of shit will be no good for her.
Calm down. Don't forget he's going to be my relative come tomorrow. What?
Indeed.
No good for her? She says she wants a horse, I'll get her a whole stable of them. She says she fancies an apple, I'll buy her an orchard. And when she wants children, then...
Then she'll come to me, because you'll be lying in a drunkard stupor under the table.
Oh yeah? Come on then.
Alright, let's not get into a fight. Stop your bickering, lads!
You all need to grow up. Fighting here might make you look like tough men. But what about the poor girl? On her wedding day, her groom will be dragged in, bruised and battered by the bailiff. And her brother and his mate will be labelled troublemakers.
I'm not the one causing trouble here.
Sleep on it.
Everybody get some sleep and let it go.
Let's go, Franta.
Meddler.
Look, we're all fond of Zdenka. We want the best for her.
Zdenka, isn't that like
Just
the name of the
each
girl
his
at the
own way.
bathhouse?
Let's go. Let him be.
Alright, well, that's that. I was actually on my way over to get washed up, so let's do that real quick. Alright, back at Rosa's. Time to bring that book back to her. Apparently, the book that she wanted me to get is a joke, like a little joke book, which is interesting. I assume...
service, sir.
Well, that's wonderful. I think you're upstairs and then around the corner. Hello? Yeah, you must be in here. Because you were shouting out to us from one of these windows, right? Yeah, you were totally shouting out to us from, like, this window over here. Okay. Where is she, though? Did I miss her? Tamiris, Queen of the Massage Tay. I don't know what that means. This is definitely her area, though. Okay, but where is she? Oh, hanging out over there. Okay. And this door's not real, apparently. Hello, Rosa. About that book you wanted.
By the way, like you were saying about that book,
My favourite book. Pray tell, did you find it?
as I wandered through the fortress, I stumbled upon von Bergov's chambers.
Did
And
I?
There it lay.
Oh.
Red leather, gold inlay.
I didn't
just
look
as you
around
said.
enough
You really
then.
found
Whoops.
it.
I forgot that was Von
Thank
Bergov's place
you,
now.
Thank you, thank you. By the way, did you have any time to leaf through it and see what it's about?
I did, yes.
I read a bit of it.
What did you think?
It's pretty entertaining. Oh, apparently it's familiar. Well, it's familiar.
While reading it, I thought the writing style seemed familiar.
Really?
Well, yeah. As if I knew the writer himself. Or herself.
Women writing
Oh,
books.
she wrote it. Huh.
Come now.
And why not?
Why not? I bet they would write better than many men.
Such audacity.
More like experience. I once helped with copying.
That's true, we
Most of it was
did.
boring drivel.
Back in the
I can
monastery,
imagine.
yes.
A person does all that work to learn to read and write, but then they sit you down at a table to copy the works of others for the rest of your life.
Waste of time, right?
Not just time, above all, talent.
Hold on. Who wrote this then?
I did. Look, you've never thought about writing something.
Me? And what would I write?
I would
How
read
should
a
I
book
know?
of Henry's memoirs.
Poetry, a novel, a treatise, or a whole book?
I would like that. Yeah, why
That's
not?
a tempting notion.
My Henry's basically a scholar.
In another life, I might have become a writer.
Wouldn't you want to at least
Well, not
give it a
literally,
try?
right? Because he's not going to
Suppose I'm
college
not
or
quite
university
sure
or
where you're
anything,
going
but, you
with
know.
this.
There are still a few blank pages left, so we could finish writing it together. You and me. What do you think?
This sounds like a very easy way to get trapped into a romance. I need to not get trapped in a romance, but it sounds great.
That sounds great.
We'll have plenty of light and privacy in my chambers. Will you escort me?
Sure.
Pleasure.
This better not lead into
How
a...
should I start?
Yeah, this better not lead
thought
into a romance scene all of a sudden.
Now, I have many ideas, but we must contribute in equal part.
Both? Well, fine. And what should I do?
Just tell me what you'd like to read about. A tale of a man or a woman? I'll take careful notes of everything.
I don't know. Woman's fine.
There are heaps of stories about men. So I propose one about a woman.
All right, a woman then. But I'd need to know more about her.
Such as...
Oh, can I talk
Tell
about
me
Teresa?
one trait that is important for you. What would impress you in a girl?
Clever. Yes.
I think above all that she should be clever.
And isn't that rather detrimental for a girl?
Only fools say that.
Only fools say that. Jilted half-wits who met girls smarter than themselves.
You'd be surprised. My father is no fool, but at times he wishes I were more of a goose. Or better yet, that I would change overnight into a sun. But if the lady
Sorry.
in our story is clever, should she employ her wits for good or evil?
Why not good?
I'm for good intentions. If we come up with an interesting woman, it would be a shame to write her as evil.
Right?
I
We don't
agree.
need that many wicked witches and
Too
stuff,
bad
you
it's
know?
only on paper. I'd like to meet our lady in the flesh.
You're waiting for Rosa to finish your story. Okay.
Well, just about finished.
Well, let's have a look.
Not yet. Something's missing.
What?
A picture. I don't trust myself with proper illumination, but I think I can handle a sketch. Especially if you'll be my model.
I'm not a lady.
And what on earth do I have to do?
Imagine a beautiful lady is standing before you, and you are courting her. What would you do?
I'd rather keep what I do to myself. But how about something like this?
Okay. Do we get to name the lady? I'm not going to name it Rosa if we get that choice. Just say. As much as Rosa is awesome, seeing as I've played through all of KCD1 with Teresa, I'm literally like, I can't deviate.
Well, now we're done.
I promised myself I would stay true.
I'm sore all over.
Your suffering is over. Come take a look at what we've done. Your reward.
Okay, will do. Do I just
Don't
read it?
worry. You can blame me for all the mistakes.
Okay, I'm just gonna read it. What's different here? Ah, okay. This is a new bit. About an eloquent lady and a bad dancer. It is known that anyone can point out someone's shortcomings and bring shame upon them, but only few can point out someone's faults in such a way that the unfortunate person notices them without causing public ridicule. I will tell you of a lady who mastered this art. She was not only clever and quick in speech, but also young and beautiful to look at. When she appeared in society, men flocked to her. The young men asked her to dance and offered their arms. The older ones asked for her hand in marriage and offered what little the old men could still give to the young lady. Suddenly, a young man asked her to dance. He had a handsome face and fine manners, and the lady accepted his proposal. After a few steps, however, she realized that she made a big mistake. The dancer seemed to have two left feet. Well, when I was dancing with, what was her name? Dubrenka, something like that? She literally damaged my HP at the Semine wedding, so... He stumbled, tripped, almost fell several times, and despite his apologies, the lady found dancing with him a torture. The other dancers noticed this and began to whisper and point in their direction. Any other would have embarrassed him with indiscriminate words. She might even have told the other ladies to watch out for such a loser. Not the lady in my story. What does it matter if he's a bad dancer, she said to herself. Others may dance with ease, but they also drink with it, indulge in dice and light girls. Better a bad dancer than a good drinker. So she smiled and said out loud for all to hear, "Young sir, how I would love to keep dancing with you, but I wore the wrong shoes today. They're pushing me so hard that I can't go on. Please escort me out into the fresh air." Her dancer quickly understood what she meant by that remark and hurriedly walked with her to the door. Everyone present thought that perhaps she was going to give him a hard time at the door, or give him a well-deserved slap. The lady and her dancer, however, did not return to the entertainment that evening. Okay, cool. You're not even a bad artist. I don't know why I have no, or I don't know why the dude has no pants on, but you know. Okay, shall we talk about it?
So what about that story of ours? Tell me your impressions.
One can tell you wrote it. If only there were more such books.
Too bad there aren't more books like this. If there were, I might end up turning into a scholar.
Really? I'll take that as the highest possible compliment. And what about the sketch? For such a slapdash job, it's not bad, right?
Honestly, it's not bad. I just don't know why I don't have pants. It's pretty, really.
Oh, it's pretty, really. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
I know I'm no master illuminator, but otherwise, I think we can be quite satisfied. And thank you for the help. I really enjoyed it.
Well,
Yeah, it was fun.
so did I.
Maybe I'll stop by again someday. This is definitely going to lead me to a romance, so I'm going to avoid it.
I'd like to see you again sometime. Would you mind if I stop by?
Please do. I'll be glad. It will certainly be enlightening for both of us.
Okay, that was fun. You helped Rosa finish her book. That I did. Scholarship 26. And you can teach me stuff. Oh, you can probably teach me scholarship, can't you?
You said you could teach me something. What did you have in mind?
If you ask nicely, I'll share some of my hard-earned wisdom with you.
Very well then, Lady Know-It-All. Let's say then I come on bended knee. What scholarship can you pass on to me?
That depends on what you're interested in. There's a whole world hidden inside of books I could talk to you about for days on end.
I like how
Or
passionate
if you
she
prefer
sounds about this.
actions instead of words, I can show you a few shooting tricks. But I warn you in advance that it will not come free. After all, there's nothing more valuable than scholarship.
True
So,
enough.
What would you like?
Are you a master in scholarship? No, you're a journeyman. That's
I'd like to
fine.
expand my horizons a little. What's the last thing you read, for instance? Anything interesting?
You'd better believe it. I only read interesting things, and I can talk about them for hours.
Alright, I don't know if we have hours. Yeah, 1 hour is fine. Cool. Thank you. I don't think I even got a level up off of that, but that's okay. Okay, alright then. Let's see here. Scholarship went up. Do I even care about the rest of this right now? It's like, oh yeah, the entire map is revealed. Okay, great, but do I need that? Not really. I'll take craftsmanship and thievery skills. Why not? It's a very big shrug. Don't care, you know? Thief's Eyes, Back Alley Skirmisher, Lawbreaker. I'm not usually a Lawbreaker, so I'll just grab Back Alley Skirmisher. I'm never gonna use this because it's, one-handed weapon on its own. Like, I don't typically do that on its own. That's fine, you know, if I get caught out of position or with my pants down at some point. Speech. Final offer, partner in crime. Ooh, sell stolen goods to anyone. That sounds good. Why not? So now I have fence. Everyone's a fence, basically. And that's that. So, with that out of the way, I don't think there's anything else that's stopping me from progressing on to the main quest, main story. So, City Council, Mint Master Vavak. Let's go and annoy him then. He's relatively close by, as far as I'm aware. My HP situation isn't perfect, but that's okay. Shimek the Maw. Okay, you've got a... Oh, you're the captain of the guard here, right? Sorry, I forgot your name. I didn't even realize you had a title. The Maw. What did you do to earn that name? You eat a lot? Did you fight someone during a battle? Like, what's going on? I don't know. I'm just nosy. Where exactly am I headed with this? Up and then around. Okay. Just over at the next street. None of these roads are real. I thought that guy had a cane for a moment. I got all excited because I thought there was a unique animation.
Satan is going round
Yes,
our
yes.
city, and the only defense...
Oh, I guess we're going to be nagging him at his house, huh? Talk to me.
Going to see the Mint Master. May I enter?
Any fool could say that. What do you want from him?
I have an appointment.
I have an appointment with him.
All right. Go ahead, then.
Okay, well,
Don't
anyone
waste
could
too
say
much of
that
his
too,
time.
sir. Alright, sure. So, anyone could say that. Okay, let me spew some other BS, and you'll take it anyway. Alright, Ulrich Vavas, you look a little depressed at the moment. I guess it makes sense considering our blackmail material on you. Talk to me.
Glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll call the guards.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call
Yes?
it what you like. I need to get into the City Council Assembly. And I reckon you can help me.
The assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
I didn't... Did I know that he was showing up? I guess I knew. I thought he was over in the monastery, though. Okay, well, apparently Sigismund is going to show up in person. That's cool. I'd like to see the king.
Surely you wouldn't deny me a chance to meet the king?
Don't try that on me. This is connected with Ruthard, isn't it? And tell
might
the
be.
truth.
I want to know what Sigismund wants from the council. That's a fair point. I want to present myself to high society. I'll be somewhat honest. You don't need to know the details, though.
I want to know what Sigismund tells the council. I hear it'll be important.
You want to spy? Do you know what you're risking? And what I'd be risking? Forget it.
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me.
It's fine. I
That
can
will be
act
the end
well
of our
in high
business
society.
Together.
That's not for you to decide. How about a few groschen?
How about a few groschen to seal our fruitful relationship?
You're worse than a horse dealer. Have it your way, then. You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. My
Wait, did I just
course
blackmail him
is
for
certain.
money? He was happy about it, though. I gained rep for it.
Your age, maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him.
Okay.
Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
I'll find ways to persuade him. What's his name?
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler and a
Franta
boozer,
Cooldown,
but he's
okay.
proved his worth as a waiter. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve in the council.
Noted.
Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
Got it. What do I need for the job?
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
Or do you think you can serve the king
I
in
mean,
a torn shirt?
have you
and
seen the
muddy
clothes I
hose?
wear?
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king.
Okay, so basically go
Don't
and
even
grab
show up
that.
there
Understood.
without it.
Where can I find this boy?
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That
Sounds
is,
good.
if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that Tin Hen.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is Zum Eisernen Adler.
I'm sure I visited it before. How do I get him to cooperate?
What would work on him? How can I persuade him to give me his job?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the assembly. Now do your part.
I mean, that's
I'll be
fair.
going then.
All right, thanks. See you later.
See you at the council.
Just make sure we both come out of it alive.
I'll do my best. Okay. Obtain the king's waiter's certificate and his clothes. We could do that. Wait. Sorry, I went too deep into the house. Alrighty then. Where exactly am I headed? Just over to the town square, more or less. We can literally just fast travel there, so this is fine. And who do I get to nag? You are over here. You're the master tailor? You are not. Must be on the wrong side. Maybe over here? Yes, this will be it. Franta Cooldown.
Have you got those clothes for me?
Here they are. The best fabric. The finest work. I nearly left my fingers on them for buttons. I'll tell you, you won't get work like that just anywhere.
No more than I'd expect after the amount they cost, but they're first class, I have to admit. Thanks, Schneider. I'll gladly recommend you if anyone asks.
Okay, that's good. Can I get involved in here?
Greetings to you. How can I help?
Let me talk to Franta directly. You're the royal waiter.
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at the city council assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
I'll do the job.
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the
I
arse.
mean, I can pay
Them
you in
councillors
this stead.
stuffing
It's
their
fine. I don't
faces
mind.
And guzzling wine while I run around like a bugger with pictures so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
That's personal. I want to see the king with my own eyes. I was gonna say, oh, it turns out he doesn't really care about the prestige that comes with serving the king or anything. He doesn't care about that, apparently. He just wants the money, so that's good. I can pretend to be interested in the prestige.
I want to see the king in the flesh.
Why is that?
I heard a lot about him. How he won lots of battles, how he's courageous, just...
And as bad-tempered as the devil.
Oh, is that
He's
true?
got the councillors shitting themselves, fearing what's coming at this assembly. The more I think about it, the happier I am about not having to be there. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty.
So about
Look
that.
Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
Absolutely not. I'll be honest, I can't. But I should lie about it.
Of course. Who do you take me for?
All right. No need to get upset. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes
Yep,
sense.
sounds good.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made.
I can buy
Here
it
it
off
is.
you, that's fine.
I
Oh,
look like a prick in it.
you're just gonna give it to
Hopefully
me?
it'll
How
sit
much did you
better
spend on it? You
The
just said it was
main thing
expensive.
is, don't lose it before the assembly or get it covered in shit.
Thanks. I won't disgrace you, I promise.
You better not.
Do you want it back,
Be with you,
like,
good sir.
at the end, or what? You were just saying, oh, it was so expensive, it's so good, and then you just give it to me for free? I didn't even have to pay you to do this job. Alright, you're just net out for whatever you paid for the gear, I guess. That's special. Report for duty, right away? I definitely cannot tell wines apart. Okay, I'm gonna have to put on that gear. So that means I should probably just take all of this off. I can keep this stuff on, I hope. Probably take the weapon off. Yeah, I'm going to take all of this off and then put on that gear because I don't know what's what. So, Royal Waiter's hat. Oh, I guess it's quest items. That'll do. What does it say? A certificate proving eligibility of a waiter to serve His Majesty King Sigismund of Luxembourg. Alright, I look decent in that. Am I allowed to have the sword on? I don't know, but I'll keep it on just in case. I just realized I don't have shoes. Okay. I guess I'm allowed to wear shoes. My own shoes. Okay. At least now I'm presentable. Let's see if they have any comments on my sword. Hello, I'm just reporting to work, apparently. Salutations, Major Dormo. I'm the new royal waiter.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming. What's wrong with him?
He's in the baths. He's sick.
He got poisoned. Probably from food. He's writhing in agony. By turns praying and cursing, spewing from both ends.
That's a visual.
Oh, that's enough. All right. At least you're here.
We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on.
So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure.
I do indeed.
Here it is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's cap.
Yep.
A tunic you have.
Yes.
Hose are good.
Yep.
It's a good thing you've got no steel on you. You need to be light on your feet to run
I mean,
around
other than the
tables.
sword I have
Everything
equipped, but
as
yes.
it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do
Wonderful.
you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
I'll be happy to learn.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way.
Got it.
In short, behave as if you're not there.
Yep.
But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour
Out of
it
sight,
in
out of
on the
mind.
double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them.
Got
White
it.
Takai or red monastery wine.
Sure.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end.
Would that be a good thing for us?
We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right.
So Adam of Zarzhitz stays dry, yeah.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
Stay in the background. Don't give anyone the wrong drink. Don't give anyone the wrong drink is probably more important.
Remember who wants what?
That too, but more
Okay, so don't
importantly,
disturb. Okay,
do
my bad.
not disturb the councillors at their work. They have a lot to discuss. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you.
Right.
Understood?
What if I mess something up?
What if I make a mess of something, though?
Then I'll see to it that you won't get a job even mopping the floor in the hole in the wall. But I'm sure that's not going to happen. So, are you prepared?
Nope. He got rep lost because I asked. I figured that would happen, but I wanted to hear the dialogue anyway. Alright, I apparently know what I need.
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
Okay, sounds good. Kuttenberg City Council, morning. Well, that's exciting. We're gonna see Sigismund. Oh, there's a whole minigame? Pouring wine. A guest will order wine, either Tukahi, which is white, or Monastery, which is red, by calling out to you and raising their hand. If you're unsure, you can ask them to repeat their order. Pouring wine. On the table in the corner of the room, you'll find 2 pitchers of wine. Take the one that one of the guests wants to pour and walk to his table with the pitcher. The chat will activate the option to pour wine for him. After serving the guest, you can return the pitcher or wait to see if the next guest wants the same wine. Quality of service. Be careful not to let guests wait for too long or pour them a wine they didn't order. Repeated delays or mistakes won't be tolerated. That makes sense.
Reserves
Oops.
are an urgent
There are the pictures of wine.
Okay. Red and white.
current
anyone's shoes.
arsenal is a joke, and on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it.
Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention.
I'd like some worse weapons than any
White?
Räuber in
Who
the
said that?
domain.
What are you getting at? I'm sorry.
Were you the one who said you wanted
I'm
white?
saying that the bandits who freed
I
Hennig,
apologize,
the
sir.
dry devil,
Which
used
one?
that
Are you
thing.
colorblind?
White. That's what I thought.
Hackenbücher.
Okay, that's fine.
Handcap.
Take the white.
Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
I'm just gonna wander over,
Know where they got
serve you
since you're a gunsmith.
real quick. Hello, let me
What are you
pour.
implying, Friedrich?
How
All
poor?
I'm saying is that they had them.
How poor?
It is eine Schande when outlaws
desperate?
have
Is it
better
glitched?
wines than the city garrison.
Here you go.
And her
I didn't realize I had to stand in
surely
front of
knows
you.
this.
I thought I was supposed to pour from behind, like a polite
What
person.
is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What
Okay.
I smell is
I'm just
that
carrying
your
the white
stubborn
wine.
heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this is.
No one else is
The
saying
dry
anything.
devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty helmets.
I'm trying to listen in on the
You
con.
want to fight?
Okay. I'm trying to listen to the conversation as well as pay attention to people wanting
And his army
wine.
will not
So,
be here forever.
oh, it's Adam. I'm sorry,
That's
no.
not a good idea,
King
sir.
can arrive
This
at
is
any moment.
unbelievable.
What if he heard?
Sorry, I didn't realize it was Adam.
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Elvis. But where can we get the coin
and a full cup. We can always confiscate
apologize,
the
sir.
property of the king's enemies.
Tukai, white.
White. Got it.
I apologize.
I just realized the king's not even in here. Yeah, Sigismund isn't even in here right now.
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take
I guess I have to
the
do this
arming of the
directly
city's
in front of the
militia
man.
as preparation for
Alright, here you go.
Sir?
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter?
The funny thing is, I'm noted as a waiter, but all I'm doing is pouring
Ask the king
drinks.
to bring
I'm not actually serving
around
food.
with his army.
I see the ladies pouring food, or sorry, serving food, but...
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on
waiter,
the cleanliness of
pour
the
me
city
some monastery
and
wine.
the state of the public
Adam,
baths.
sorry, no.
I'd like to
Baths or
oblige, but
brothels.
I'm not allowed.
This is unbelievable.
Isn't it the same thing?
So, the cleanliness of the city is
Ah,
not...
Jerome Naz,
what
I
it
know
should
you.
be. The current baths in the city fall far
Yeah,
short
what?
of
More
covering
wine,
all the citizens'
Master Bailiff?
needs.
I have
You're
enough
right.
wine.
We
Come
do have
closer.
the new bath.
Okay, what's the problem?
I need something from you.
Well,
There
what's
is
that?
an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
Why did you have to specify
Silver
female
goblet.
thief?
She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go
Okay.
and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find
Where
it?
can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes.
That's not helpful.
Come right back with it, understood?
I don't even know where your room
The other
is.
baths would
Bring the
chip in with
confiscated
their taxes,
goblet
too.
to Bailiff Plumel, okay.
More baths? Surely.
I'm in the right place.
The need for
Stolen cup. Well, that was
cleanliness
easy.
and citizens' health
Nice.
should not be underestimated.
Whose silver might
Nor
this be?
overestimate.
Is
Someone
there
needs to
anything I can
wash.
grab
There's a
while I'm
river
here?
Just a few steps from the city wall.
Ooh, fox. I mean, that's
And
cool,
they
but
can
I'm not
get
going to take
leeches
it.
there for free
Alright,
as
we're
well.
good.
And while he's
No one else
there,
wants to drink
man
right now,
can
right?
shave and
Well, that's good.
take a-
Here you go.
You know what?
Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Sorry. Innkeeper Havel, what are you doing here? I didn't know you were
Did
on
you
the
find
council.
it?
Here.
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
Alright, thanks, I guess. Okay, we'll just stand in the corner and listen in. Although they're not talking anymore. Everyone's just chilling. Is the king gonna come in at any point, or are we just gonna stand around awkwardly? Okay.
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on
Didn't
the
you already
cleanliness
say
of the
this?
city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths? or
Yeah, you've already had this
brothels?
conversation. Okay.
Isn't it the same thing?
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it
You've
should
got the
be.
Kingfisher as the
Current
municipal
baths in the
bathhouse. What
city
more do you
fall
want?
Far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right. We do have the new baths in Hopring.
Nice, good.
And Adam's old ones. But I hear the Hopring baths are more of a
What's not
pigsty.
true?
They still are a bit, but the quality went downhill at Adams, too.
What? Pray tell. I thought you were a frequent
I like that we can
customer
hear
there.
some,
Or has he grown tired of
Some of the
not getting
consequences
you
of
for
our
free?
actions here.
It's not about me at all. Our town's best interests are on my mind. Betty's baths are considered the town baths.
Yep, the
But
municipal
let's not be
ones.
fooled.
What do you mean?
The tax brings in some money for the town, yes. But it's still just a tax.
And what else would you want?
If the town itself took
No,
charge
that's no
of the
good.
baths, the profits would be much bigger. And all the other baths would chip in with their taxes, too.
What? More baths? Surely not.
The need for cleanliness and citizens' health should not be underestimated.
Nor overestimated. If someone needs to wash,
That's true,
there's a
yeah.
river just a few steps from the city walls.
Certainly. And they can get leeches there for free as well. And while he's there, a man can shave and take a... you-know-what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death?
Oh, true.
A great many people died needlessly.
Were you aware that
Are you
washing your
questioning
hands would
God's
help against
plan?
it, or?
The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the city clean is important, but we don't have money to spare. Arguing about who is going to wash where and how is a waste of time.
Okay, well that was the end of that conversation. Hi.
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That
That's
did happen.
nothing unusual. That old
Hey,
weasel
waiter,
will never
pour me
accept
some
that
monastery
the city
wine.
isn't run his
Got it.
way.
I don't know
At
who
least
you
until
are,
His
but I'll get it
Majesty
for you.
honours us with his
Monastery.
visit. And as we know,
Can we? Okay.
Gunslin
Take the red.
absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as
I
long as he does no
apologise.
damage.
Yep. Okay.
Monastery wine.
Who is it?
Here.
What have you
This
got
guy.
to say about it?
Me? Well,
Here you are.
I'm not sure what you're implying.
I'm speaking
Well,
about the Rutard incident.
Pro cop. I feel like
You
I've
were
met this
there,
man
weren't you?
before.
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My
Right,
ears
settled
must
it.
be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard, true, but in this case, it really
Got
was
it.
nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
There were.
You, that's grossly exaggerated.
You're-
I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Well, that would not
Unless
be
he
helpful
puts
to
an
me.
end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
Yeah.
If nothing happens, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
I'm sorry, Andreas, but I wouldn't brush it off so quickly. Why do I have the feeling you're not telling us the
Who is
facts?
this guy? Why is he so canny?
Are you accusing me of lying?
All right, thanks, Jerome.
Words,
sorry.
my friend. Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really happened?
Jerome, I actually recognize, so
I'm
here
not
you are.
keeping anything from him. But there's little
Thankfully, he doesn't seem to recognize me, so that's helpful.
Well, yes, Rutard and I had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved.
I'm sorry.
I didn't want to expose
Andrew is the
any
guy, okay.
unpleasant sights.
So Rutard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts.
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
You say that like that's a
Right.
bad thing.
If we really don't have anything new to
Thanks,
say,
bailiff.
let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their
also
own
me.
hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. I could understand it with mercenaries.
Well, actually, no.
students, and
Not
other
just me.
Scum of all kinds.
Waiter,
But
get
city
me wine.
councillors?
Be
Ulrich.
specific.
What wine?
Sir. Are you blaming one of
Tokai,
us?
white.
You didn't say white.
First.
You just said get me wine. You didn't specify. Here you go.
Supposed to be an honorable combat. And I didn't even take part in
Turn
it.
around me.
And that's the
Vanish.
only reason you're still
You're the one
here
who asked for
in
wine.
And not in the pillory.
If you want to blame somebody, you should point the finger at the youngster here who's...
Excuse me.
Oh, that's right. One of you were involved in
I
a duel.
suspect
True.
the gentleman from the city's sword fighting school brought this custom
Refill,
to
sir.
us.
Do you
It's
think I
now
come to the
run by
council
the
just to guzzle
German
wine?
Reinhardt.
Come
No.
here.
Who knows who that fellow is?
Who wants to talk to me? You.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel.
How far
I took
away is
them off
that?
to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while,
Okay, sure.
Right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
Why? Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm bored. And because I told you. Get on with it.
We'll
Right,
soon
okay.
be the laughing
Bring
stock of the
Franz
whole town.
Rosenthal's gloves. Oh, the chapel's right here. That's not so bad.
already laughing at us.
Those are probably it.
That was easy enough. And he
How many
wants
have
me to count
wings?
The winged figures.
Are you serious?
My words exactly.
1,
The
2,
town council is squabbling
3, 4,
constantly at the Emperor Charles, and no one's
5,
left unscathed.
6.
And you,
Okay, that's a lot.
let people throw dirt on our work?
7, because that's a
I threw out
bird.
Everyone who complains over a beer.
So 7 so
Out
far.
of customers.
We'll never get
8
anywhere
technically.
Like this. Why waste our time?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, 20. Unless you wanted to count this mural, which is a little different, in which case it's just 2 of them. So it could be 20 or it could be 22. Where is the guy? You.
So, let's see what you've got for me.
Here are the gloves.
Found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
Well, I'm gonna say 24, because clearly I missed some.
Counted 24, sir.
And you counted correct. Good. Here you are, so you can have a bit of fun in the evening too, eh?
Did you just tip me? 1 groschen, thanks. Thanks, man.
The building of the church is
I
dragging on,
apologize.
and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers. Right under our
Hey,
noses.
waiter!
It's just the village
Pour me
with the
some
monastery.
monastery wine.
And they are
Sure, I
going
can
to
do that.
wander
I don't know
all
who
around
just
the
called
city.
for me. Oh,
Why
innkeeper
can't we
Havel.
go faster?
Oh, I hope the innkeeper
Our
doesn't recognize me
craftsmen
either.
start
A
with
lot of
budgets.
people here should know me.
There's a war going on.
Here you go.
Sorry.
Are the experts from far off supposed to work in the city under
You,
siege?
lad!
Oh, shoot.
Look familiar
I
to
get
me.
the feeling there's something
Have we
other
met?
than the welfare
Well,
of the
naturally.
city behind your
I go
complaints.
to your tavern almost.
I was wondering if someone would
Do
recognize
really?
me eventually.
And what
Then
would
you
that
must
be?
have decent wages to be able to visit the best tavern in town regularly.
Altar there?
Yeah,
So
I
what
do.
if
You're
I
right.
put-
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Sorry, I thought he was telling me to, you know, stop, so.
Your place is at least 2 steps
It's
behind
nice of the
mine.
developers to give you clearly marked, oh,
I think
I missed what you said.
Excuse me.
Which wine?
You wanted to buy yourself an
Okay.
altar in the
It was nice of them to give you 2 carafes, I don't know how to pronounce it, that are distinct, and colored the same color as the wines.
Our guild provided.
Alright, here you go.
Good,
sir.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to
It's
the army.
you?
If that's
I
all,
see you've come up in the
there will
world.
be
So you do know me.
Bathhouse boy to a
defeated
waiter.
from the alehouse
You'll
or
go a
pig.
long way.
What?
It was a lot more fun in the bathhouse.
People from the whole town go to
You're
watch
a
them
merry
fall.
soul, lad. I like that.
I'm trying to remember who you were. Are you the guy who came to audit? Maybe.
Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
I'd really like the fact that all these counselors are like, hey, I know
What do
you.
we have to discuss
Because I've met
next?
them all throughout my side quests. Okay, we'll do. Wait, Andrew? Okay, Andrew's fine.
I'm sorry.
Andrew's fine. Sorry, there's one of you that I'm not supposed to pour to. I'm coming around. Oh, you're over here. Sorry.
Are you deaf or something?
Here you go.
Wine. White. Thank you, waiter.
You're welcome. Oh. Yeah, he hasn't shown up yet. It's been a while.
I'm telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Oh, here we go. Everyone stand in the presence of the current king. Maybe get out of the way, Henry. There he is. The funny thing is, we've seen him before. He was in the first game. When he ordered the, well, no, he didn't order it. It was when he was at Talmberg with Markvart. You should bow too. Oh, there he is. Yeah? Alright, you got it. Move, yeah. Don't look him in the eye, look down, just pay attention to your work. Don't stare at him, you were told not to. Oh, he's staring at Markvart. Don't stare at Markvart!
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, because I'm just a staff member as far as he's concerned. It's like, okay, you're just the...
This man of fights!
Oof. Yeah, it's like, I'm just the help. At that time, at Rabor's Fortress... Oh, okay, cool. Are we going to continue playing as Godwin? While we're serving drinks as Henry? Oh, John! Just out and about again, I guess. Okay. Okay, Godwin it is.
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years
Was he from Malashov?
Now
Excuse
you're
me?
2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what?
Is he alive or
Let's
dead?
drop the subject.
I assume he's dead. Oh, sorry. I guess he's alive the way you're talking about him. I was under the impression that he was dead. Do you know any of the guests?
Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they keep him mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them.
Okay.
After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try.
Did we know that this used to be his home? I don't think so. This is just information they're throwing at us right now. What's it like to be free? Who's that Frenchman?
Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
They sounded
He's
mostly
a
like tall
loudmouth,
tales to
but a
me,
harmless
personally,
one.
when I was
Besides,
with them, but
He
okay.
defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with
True.
me.
What's it like to be free?
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
Yep, true enough. What are you gonna do now?
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
So exactly like how
Have you perchance
how Godwin
forgotten
would
what's
like
supposed
it,
to be
yeah.
deciding the future of the kingdom here.
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Since when?
Start with
Okay.
that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Yeah, that sounds like the way to progress the actual story, to talk to Radzig and Hanush. Get to know Rabbi and his escort. Well, I want to talk to John of Liechtenstein. Never mind, he's just chilling on a chair. Not allowed to talk to him. Fine. Hans Capon, Samuel, Rabbi Jehuda, Anna of Waldstein, random guards, random noble. That room is probably filled with more dignitaries. Okay. I'm surprised I'm not allowed to talk to John. Alrighty, Samuel and the Rabbi.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest
I mean,
here.
it doesn't look like
And
I'm a priest
yet-
right now, does it?
How do you know I'm a priest?
Exactly.
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here.
True enough.
I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg.
Well, nice to meet you.
And this is Samuel, my aide.
Should there be an
We
E
would
at the
rather
end there?
not be here at all. Why did we have to
You
come
look
here,
drunk,
Savior?
sir.
Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here on business? Are you trying to negotiate better terms? Let's start with the business.
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here.
That's not exactly what I meant, but okay.
Few groschen. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
True enough.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That
You've met?
messenger
Yep.
of Radzik Copula.
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. We did not get off to a very good start.
Well, that's on your fault. That's your fault. Well, hopefully you'll get to know each other better soon.
Maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
I mean, I haven't really been risking my neck in a while.
Blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Yep.
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone.
Oh, you knew Martin.
Blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world.
Oh, so
For
we're
our
well, sort of
numerous
half
sins.
brothers, not really.
Maybe he was my father.
Interesting.
But he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me.
That is
alone.
interesting. Okay, half brother. No idea that was a thing.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children.
True.
At least, none of his
Yeah.
own. He took
It's complicated.
Henry and raised him as his own.
You're
on the
just gonna
orders of the
reveal
Lord
that
of
out?
Skalitz,
Okay, sure.
Sir Radzik Copula, Henry's real father.
Okay, this is
don't
just
care if he took
revealed to
care
the
of other
world. No
Mamsets.
secrets kept.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Good health.
Good health.
I mean, Godwin loves to drink. Of course I'll roleplay him the way he should be. Hans just hidden behind a cup. Alright, well, we got to know him. That was fun. New revelations. Is everything okay?
Everything all right? You look a bit out of
You seem a bit
sorts.
drunk,
I
sir.
can't wait for it to end so we can get out of here.
Oh, you're gonna finish that sentence? Okay. You're brave for coming, apparently.
I reckon you'd have to be pretty
I guess that makes
brave
sense,
to
because
come and mingle with
they've
the
got a
people
rep,
of
right?
lords.
Or pretty pissed off.
Or that.
We will leave as soon as we can. Anyway, all of these worthy gentlemen will be relieved when we are out of sight.
Tell me about your community.
Would you tell me something about your community? I haven't found out much so far.
What can I tell you? It was never exactly glorious. And now especially, everyone is quaking that what is still left to us will be taken away.
Surely it won't be that bad.
There are many fools who would rather take out their gall on us and start to fight among themselves.
True enough. Actually, Eric was saying something
times
about
of
attacking you
uncertainty,
guys.
it is
And von
always the
Bergov.
sons of
Yeah, they were
Israel
all
who
talking
are
about
first to
that.
be stricken.
So that's a problem. That's probably just brewing under the surface right now. Don't know who you are. Conrad of Vecta. Cool, but can't talk to any of you, so I guess I'll just wander over to the next room. No one's out here, right? Actually, there might be people out here. Oh, there's Radzig and Hanush, so we're definitely not going there next. Let me into this room. Noble, 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 Hatman, Alder, Odorin. Oh, it's you. You don't want to talk to Odorin?
Serious consequences. Innkeeper, that beer?
Godwin, you don't want to talk to Odorin?
And come up with some reasonable.
Guess not. Even Rudhart doesn't want to talk to me. Okay, fine. What about you then, Frenchman?
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin, a friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line.
Oh, is that true?
I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
Sure, pleasure's all mine.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off.
How did you end up in Malashov?
How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
Incorrect. Excuse me?
You're quite mistaken, Monsieur Baron. I have.
Ah, je suis désolé. This Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen farmhands, children, and even women fighting.
I haven't.
But the clergy...
Children, they don't exist.
Sainte Mère, do tell me about it. No doubt you fought on the side of truth and honor.
Always. I fought on the field of Kosovo.
My last big battle was in Kosovo.
I've heard of this battle. Many great men fell there.
Aye. And it was there I decided it was nothing for me. So I settled down in the presbytery in Ujits.
Then, what are you doing here, at a meeting of opponents of the crown?
Ah, the Lord moves in mysterious ways.
Indeed, indeed. You said you were a poet?
You say you're a poet? How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
Okay, well, how come we haven't heard of you?
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
Right. Where have you been?
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
Oh, yeah?
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
Okay, if you say so. Oh, I wanted to talk to Radzig and Hanush. Oh, there's Jobst. Oh, even the... I mean, we knew Zhishka was here. I didn't talk to Zhishka's people.
Dear
No!
friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary. And here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist,
Okay, pointing
but
at
a poor
Zhishka.
diplomat.
And the Devil's Pack.
Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait? cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
I mean, he's got a point, yes.
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Why are you laughing,
is
Godwith?
right. That horse son won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing.
Okay, we're having a little bit of discord here. Things are not going super well. John's just chilling. Godwin's chilling. Doesn't care.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this.
True enough.
Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
We're just chilling in the corner. Alrighty then, that happened.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By
Fair.
the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of.
The son of, I guess, the Lord of Raborsh,
sources.
apparently.
From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Oh yeah? How's that?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
I don't have anything better to do anyway.
As it happens, I've got nothing better to do anyway.
Excellent. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings?
Yep.
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Oh yeah?
I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
And where are we going to get this army from? What if we provoke him? That would be bad. Sigismund will be scared.
When Sigismund sees that, he'll be off to Hungary all the sooner. At a gallop.
Exactly. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves. But he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
True.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there.
Okay, so who's going to start something in Hungary?
Allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
Okay. Why are you doing this?
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
You have an interesting way of thinking.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that.
I mean, you're definitely a
I take it
spy
as a
master,
compliment.
if nothing else.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt.
Okay, haven't seen him
Hamid
yet.
Alder,
Saw him.
And Anna of Waldstein.
Saw her as well.
If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobs.
Alright. Why me?
Why me, of all people?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just out for your own good. You
True
and your
enough.
friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know I can count on you both. There aren't many like you two left.
What if it doesn't work?
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even consider that outcome. Because it would mean slow, but certain defeat for all of us.
Tell me more about these lords.
Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with.
Certainly. Who do you want to start with?
Botchek of Kunstadt.
Botchek of Kunstadt. I know the name, but I can't
Yeah,
quite
I remember
place
the
it.
name of
It's just the
Kunstadt, but I don't
thing.
know who he is.
He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game, because he doesn't like to take risks. He
Fair.
always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen will hold him back.
So persuade him. Got it. Haman Elder.
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position
I
after
can't help
the
but
city
notice
was
he's not
taken.
at the council
Only
meeting.
He's here,
Yeah.
instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him.
Makes sense. And Anna of Waldstein?
Anna of Waldstein. The widow of that rich mine owner. What was his name?
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a...
A male affair? So far, Godwin, so far.
So far, yep.
Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
That's
And
helpful.
what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her.
Because
and
she's
that
the
it was
planner.
thanks to
She's
her
the clever one.
that he died, too.
That I don't know. Interesting. That could just be negative rumors
I'll
and
get on
stuff.
it then. Wish me luck.
I wish
Gossip
us both
and all that.
luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
Let's stop using that phrase. It's giving me PTSD. Because that was the cutoff point in Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. Drink!
Success to our plans.
He just has that in his butt. Alright, now put it back in there. Yep, there it goes. Wonderful. Hans, you want to chat? You do not want to chat. I want to go and annoy... Okay, those guys are there. Let me go and annoy, Radzik and, Hanush. They're just chilling down here. Who else is down here?
Job's the nightingale.
Jobst, huh? Servant Dasha, Helena of Dvoritz, Matilda of Slav something, Christina of Nozitz, lots of zits. Statement Master, there are apparently 4 beds in here that belong to me. Okay. And then generic noble. Alrighty then, I will now talk to
What is this?
Radzik and friends.
Oh, nothing. An old grievance.
Let's chat. Can I talk to you, sir?
May I have a word with you, sir?
You? Anytime. With you, at least, there's some sensible conversation. Unlike this pack of conceited upstarts.
Young Lord Capon is free now. Yes, he knows that. We all know that. We rode up to them together. What?
Young Lord Capon is finally free again. Let's hope he'll take better care of himself now.
He got a harsh lesson. But at least he might remember to lay off that tomfoolery of his for a while. But if not, war will make a man of him soon enough.
Do you think there's really going to be a war? I mean a proper one, not just sitting around and talking about it.
I sincerely hope so. Whoever sits around risks nothing. It's time to get off our asses and take action.
That does sound like a very Hanush thing to say. What have you got against the burghers here?
Have you got something against the Kuttenberg nobles?
Their forefathers lived up to their ears in dung. But thanks to the royal mines, they were born with silver spoons up their asses. And they think that can turn their blood blue.
But surely they're not all like that. And they are our allies.
Allies or not, someone ought to show them their place.
Okay, and what do you think of Jobst?
What do you think about Jobst?
Are you testing me? Jobst called this assembly and he wants things to turn out well. We have to trust him.
To turn out well for whose benefit, though? Some are up to their elbows in silver and blood, so others can live in freedom.
Better make sure you're among the latter, then. And in the meanwhile, help the former to keep their losses to a minimum.
It sounds good. Thanks, Hanush of Laipa. And can't talk to Dry Devil, but I can talk to Radzik Kobla.
Godwin, you wouldn't be avoiding me. We didn't have much time for conversation on the way here. Let's rectify that.
Sounds
Pleasure,
good.
sir. As it happens, there's something I'd like to ask you.
What are your hopes for tonight's meeting?
What are you expecting from today's gathering, my lord?
Well, I have no great expectations. But, all going well, we may be able to establish some joint steps towards the future. As long as we proceed without prior agreement and mutual support, we will be very unlikely to achieve any progress.
Your son's got a talent for trouble, doesn't he?
I couldn't help but notice your son has a bit of a talent for getting into trouble.
To put it mildly, but not to do him an injustice, knowing young Lord Capon, he undoubtedly contributed to that more than a little.
Oh yeah, he
Although,
dragged us into all
if
sorts
they
of
didn't pull
trouble.
each other out of trouble, God knows where they'd be now.
True enough.
Wise words. Still, Henry's come a long way on a thorny path. I trust you're rightfully proud of him.
You know, I am. And Martin would also be glad, even though Henry chose a different path than he.
I mean, I was
May
more like
God
pushed
grant
onto that
him
path,
eternal
but true.
rest.
Why didn't Divish of Talmberg come? Yeah, where is Lord Divish?
Where did you leave Sir Divish? Surely he's not too old to miss out on such an event.
Haven't you heard? Lady Stephanie is with child.
Oh, okay.
No one
Well,
even
that's
imagined
nice.
Divish would produce an heir at his age.
I get what you're implying, but
As they say, doesn't matter who kneaded the dough, as long as there's a pie in the oven.
Godwin.
Well, it could be a miracle. Praise the Lord.
funny. But the real Divish and Stephanie had at least like 2 or 3 sons by this point in real life, so I know they're implying that it was Henry, and yes, I was dragged into that playing as him as well when I tried on a shirt. Quite literally with no input from me, by the way. It was like, oh, you want to try on the shirt? Sure! And then, as you know, what happened, so. Conrad, talk to me. You are very drunk. Conrad.
Sir, I don't believe I've had the honor.
Nor I, until now. I am Sir Conrad, Lord of Wächter. And you are the heir to the Lord of Rabosh, are you not?
Am I?
Used to be.
Okay.
My father somewhat disowned me some time ago.
And I used to be the Royal Mint Master, until the king decided to replace me.
Fair enough. Will you support Yov's proposal?
Are you going to support the Margrave's proposal?
I haven't quite decided yet. It's true that displeasure against the king is noticeably growing in Kuttenberg, but if our rebellion were to come face to face with Sigismund's army, I'd be risking my future,
we wouldn't survive.
if not my life.
Yeah. Do you think you'll ever get your position back?
Do you think you might get your position as Mint Master back again?
I doubt it.
Yeah, probably
Half
not.
the town hates Vavak, but no one would even think of saying a word against him. And he knows that his security stands and falls with his function, so he clings to it tooth and nail.
We have a lot in common, don't we?
We've got quite a bit in common, wouldn't you say?
More than you think. If my memory doesn't deceive me, you serve as a parish priest. So I recollect, at least, from my recent discussions with Martin.
Served.
What do you mean,
That's
Martin?
in the past.
Even so. Before King Wenceslas appointed
Which
me
Martin?
his mint master, I was a priest. I was even being groomed to become a bishop.
And now look at us. We have cast off our robes and merrily hatched plots against Sigismund.
There's no point in waiting for divine intervention. On the contrary, the current state of affairs demands quite a secular approach.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Okay, I didn't actually convince him of anything, though. Oh, I guess he wasn't my guy. Never mind. Anna of Waldstein, you're one of them. One of my targets. And that's that for now. I could talk to John again.
How are you getting on so far?
Haven't talked to anyone you wanted me to talk to yet.
Everything is going so well. That's making me nervous.
Glad to hear it. I'm happy I wasn't wrong about you.
Well, that's
Keep it up.
debatable.
We've still got a lot of work to do. Just don't overdo it with the wine. No one takes a walking wineskin seriously.
Okay, well, I've had 2 drinks so far. Could be worse, but I'll keep that in mind moving forward.
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush.
Yeah, why
eh?
are you jumping straight into the money
that.
part?
But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I
Well,
should
obviously.
say so.
Makes sense.
All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the 2 of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
How do you know about Liechtenstein? You know a lot, my lady.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom. You're well informed.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Makes sense. Then you've come to the right place.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty.
Yeah, that's quite a lot to
And why
ask for,
ask
actually.
me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
Your wealth needs protection. Sigismund will not take revenge on a woman. You don't know that. You've got money, but you're also wise. Play to her strengths.
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well
Play to
able
the ego.
negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on 2 fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in
Yeah,
mind?
what could I do for you? I'm a priest in the middle of
One of the
nowhere.
guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Okay.
Who's that?
Haman Alder.
What does he have?
If you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
What do the documents say? I'm nosy.
And these papers I'm supposed to switch, what do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between
I'm gonna
myself
read
and
those, by
some
the way, because I'm nosy. Just saying.
undesirable parties.
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is
Okay,
clear,
I mean, that's fair.
but I'll rest easier when those papers are in my hands.
Alright, you want me to rob an ally. What about the fake papers?
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
Okay.
I'm supposed to rob an ally.
Haman Alder was given the documents to deliver to the council. He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them, so he won't even notice the difference.
You have powerful
fallen out
enemies.
with the town councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter.
Ah.
My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard.
In his
Bring them to me,
saddlebags, okay.
and put these there instead.
I can do that for you.
But watch yourself. Odoran's groom has eyes everywhere.
So I can talk to him. Got it. Swap out the documents in the saddlebags. Can I actually see what the forged documents are? Just forged documents covering up the questionable dealings of Lady Anna of Waldstein. Okay, well we can do that real quick. You say the groom is everywhere. Where? I don't see him right now. I literally don't see him right now. Private area, sure. But he doesn't see me in here. Where am I supposed to do this? Switch papers. Okay, that was quick and easy.
Huh?
Huh? Huh what? You weren't even looking at me.
What's that?
That was way too easy. Not even suspicious. Okay, sure. Real documents. Questionable dealings. I cannot read it. Oh well. It is what it is. This is not where Anna was chilling. Here you are.
I've got those papers from Alder for you.
That was way too easy.
Quiet. You don't have to announce it to everyone.
Lady, with all the clamor going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome.
And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you, noble lady. God will...
Yes, quite.
Yeah, she doesn't care about that.
Let's drink to our bargain, Godwin.
I'll drink one more.
How could I refuse a toast with such a fine lady? To your health, Lady Anna.
And to the success of our efforts.
I should not have drank as much as I did, I think. Earlier, I mean. Drinking a toast to these folks is probably pretty important. What's that buff that's running on me right now? Let's see here. I'm overeating. I'm almost getting drunk, but not quite there. Got it. And now, I'm just gonna wander over into the next room. Who am I talking to? I've already talked to Brabant. Okay, well, I'm just gonna jump into the conversation here. There's Odorin.
I'd like to check your horses out, and see if they're as good as you say.
Ha, even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, well, we have a new guest.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without a by your leave. Or to harass my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Alder.
Yeah, just let me have this
I'm
conversation
having a
without
word
you,
with you.
being involved. I apologize.
I apologize, Father.
Oh, it's your father.
Interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you? Is that your... Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you doing here?
I come as an envoy. Let's save the arguing for later. Yeah, I come as an envoy.
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Is this a joke?
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out.
What do you mean it wasn't
And
long?
then I find out he's settled in some backwater
Oh, I guess-
parish in Sassau.
I guess
But
you
they
sent me
took
off to the
his boozing and whoring along
Archbishopric
with
thing, and then I
Lost
flunked out of it and
everything,
then
and
went to
then
Ujits.
came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
You're exaggerating, as always. This is kind of rough. I didn't realize Godwin had such a interesting backstory here.
You're exaggerating, like you've always done.
Me? Exaggerating? You're the one who turned my home into a house of ill repute. Your whores wandering around as if they owned the place.
He hasn't changed much from that.
Actually, anything fun was strictly banned under your roof. But maybe you ought to try it yourself sometime. Then maybe you wouldn't be such a bitter old grouch.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
Christopher?
You won't get away with those insults.
Who's...
I challenge you to a duel.
Who's Christopher? Let's settle this peacefully.
We've never met, and we have no cause to be enemies. Take back your challenge, and we'll sort things out peacefully.
You've got no other option. You insulted Father's honor.
Gentlemen.
Okay, so
Surely
what?
there's no need for violence.
You are my
I can
extremely
have a word
younger
in
brother.
private with Lord Odorin, the second, as he desires, and then...
Out of the question. This uncouth lout needs a lesson. And he's got plenty to learn from Christopher. By God's grace, I have at least one son I can be proud of.
You want satisfaction? You'll get nothing but shame. As always. Suit yourself, then.
Okay, we're just randomly dueling out in the
Come to
courtyard.
the outer courtyard, but quietly. We don't have to put on a show for the crowd.
After you. Well, that's that. Now, where were we?
Shouldn't we rather...
No.
This is so awkward. This is like a family reunion, except much rougher.
We'll just settle a very private matter. It's
All
an
right.
honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
Seems legit. I was gonna insult him, but it's not giving me that as an option. Okay.
Smile!
There you go.
Fuck, while you've still got teeth.
There you go. I was just picking the wrong option. Talk to me, Christopher Odorin. I guess I would be Godwin Odorin, huh?
My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
True.
Why? Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be satisfied.
Yeah, makes sense.
Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
And still no luck. He's always been like that.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
Wow, okay.
First time he took me hunting. He let me starve for 3 days until I was
Yeah, this
able
guy's
to
not the
shoot
best,
my
is he?
first hare.
Only 3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was...
I guess you were born
talk
way
about
after, right?
Look, I
you look
really
like
did
there's a gap
fuck
of
up
20 plus
everything I
years,
could.
so...
I brawled and
20 to 30
until
year
they
difference.
Threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder.
The outcome of the war depends on it.
Aye. The outcome of this war depends on it.
That sounds very important, considering you and Alder are both pretty small players.
True.
After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me. And tell me what it's all about.
Okay, I'll tell him.
All right, then. You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
This works
I
out.
expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
Well,
right.
correct.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You know, honestly, having a
You're
brother to
starting
chill
to
with is
sound
pretty
like a
good.
brother.
Yeah. That's not so bad. Get support, and that's complete, so we can trust him to do his part of his promise. We can trust our brother to play his part. Where am I supposed to be going right now? Down a level? Am I confused? I am a little confused. Okay, there's a whole bunch of people just chilling in this room. Hey, Zhishka! You look a little uncomfortable.
You seem a bit out of sorts. Anything wrong?
Oh, these grand aristocratic
He looks
assemblies
so
are nothing
annoyed.
for me. I'd be happier if they just told me in the morning how it all went and what my boys have to do next.
But then you'd miss all the grub and the booze. And the gossip.
Oh, and have you heard anything interesting here?
Lords of Kuttenberg are loyal to Sigismund, he knows that. Liechtenstein is looking for allies, he also knows that. Let's hope Lord Capon remains free, well...
A lot of people think the wealthy burghers will stick with Sigismund, whether out of fear or convenience.
Well, that's to be expected. As long as Sigismund has the city council under his thumb, no one will rock the boat.
Well, at least there's a few individuals here, like Ruthard.
A few,
Sigismund
yes.
confiscated his castle and half his estates. That'd be enough to make a man mad. Not to mention that his son was killed in the siege of the city.
Yes, I heard. Liechtenstein is looking for allies.
It seems Liechtenstein's looking for allies. For his own ends.
And how's he going to do it? Didn't you see them all fighting tooth and nail here just a while ago?
I did,
Well,
yes.
Different approaches work with different people.
The only approach that'll work with Sigismund is open resistance. Maybe on the field of battle?
Let's hope Lord Capon remains free.
Let's hope young Lord Capon manages to stay free for a while longer. Ever since leaving Rattay, he's gone from one pile of trouble to another.
That's one thing you can always count on him for. I'll gladly wager with you he'll end up in some other shit by evening.
I believe it.
God forbid.
Absolutely.
Henry's not here now to pull him out of it.
Also
In
true.
that case, it'll be up to you.
Oh,
I'm sure
oh no.
you wouldn't leave
Something's
him
gonna
with
happen and
patience.
Godwin's gonna have to be the hero. Alright, that was fun. Botchek of Kunstadt, you're the guy I was looking for. Random noble, random noble, random nobles. Guard that I can talk to.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
No, I'm not playing dice. Never mind. Alright. Botchek, talk to me.
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Jobst comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
I mean, that's
On the
fair. He's
contrary.
probably getting annoyed by that.
I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men at arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men at arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention.
Yep.
Not
We
my
need
money
funding.
yet.
Other people will provide money too.
Don't worry, it's not just your money I want to draw on. Believe it or not, we've gained other patrons for our cause too.
Really? Name at least one of those lunatics then.
Anna of Volstein.
Yep, she's a big player.
Truly? Well, let's see about it then.
I wouldn't mention the word lunatic.
Yeah, also true.
All right, let's discuss it.
Let's not insult her. She
I have a
apparently
lot of property,
possibly
lots of
poisoned her own
subjects to
husband,
look
so...
after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you
Understandable,
need
but
guarantees
still.
that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund.
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
So... here's the fun part, right? I know a little bit about the history behind the characters. Hans ends up marrying a girl called Jitka, so this could be it. Liechtenstein is
I
unmarried.
believe Liechtenstein is single.
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient for Sigismund. Yitka could end
True.
up being a pawn to blackmail both of us.
Okay. What about me? Okay, I'm not even gonna throw that option out there. He's definitely not gonna spring for that.
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
Do you want an old man? You want me? Yeah, Jitka wouldn't want to marry an old man.
What's wrong with him? He's young, he's handsome, women are fighting over him. Yitka will like him, and he'll give her a whole bunch of children.
And to half the wenches in his domain.
That
too,
is true.
On the other
Yes.
hand, the lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
Let's do it. I'll convey your offer to Lord
I'll
Capon.
convey your offer to Lord Capon. If he agrees, we can celebrate our alliance.
I don't care what the young
Oh,
lord thinks.
true.
Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
Okay, I'm gonna drop by Hans first though, just to be like, hey, just so you know, this is kind of a thing that's up in the air right now.
I've got some good news. and some bad news for you.
The bad news is there's hardly any females in this whole damned place.
Well,
There's
about
Simon
that.
Bat standing there with 2 young girls, but she watches over them like a mother hen. So at least tell me the good news.
You're getting married.
You're going to get married.
No, I'm serious.
Is she at least pretty?
I don't know. I've never seen her.
You're really a barrel of laughs, Godwin. Wait till Hanush hears this.
Oh, he will, don't you worry.
Now, enough nonsense. Let's have a drink to your health and my freedom.
Well, about that.
I'd better slow down, or I won't live to see the morning.
Ah, what can one expect from a man of the cloth?
Okay. Yeah, Rep lost. I don't think that'll matter. I'm not playing as Henry right now. So, Hanush.
Look at that.
About that proposal.
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
Lord Capon is going to get married.
Young Lord Capon is going to get married.
If he's got some impoverished noble's daughter pregnant, I'll have his hide.
Well, I mean, there's definitely
I'm not going
the
to
butcher's
support
girl
some
and all that,
bastard.
but
You misunderstood my meaning. I was the one who arranged
back
the
in
betrothal.
Ratai.
I mean, with your blessing.
You arranged a marriage for my ward? Just like that? With who?
With the niece of Sir Bochek, Lord of Kunstadt. Her name's Yitka.
Bochek of Kunstadt?
Yeah, that's not bad, right?
Bochek
It
of
could be a strong
Kunstadt?
alliance.
Godwin, you conniving old bastard.
Oh, fuck.
He's happy with it. It's good.
So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
Yeah,
if you're
niece.
serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans.
Oh.
I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
All right, we'll drink to this one.
Cheers. Cheers to you. And to your parlaying skills.
Yeah, I'm glad he's happy about it. I'm glad it's working out. All right, get support. Let me go back and talk to him then, because I haven't actually told him I've succeeded yet.
Why?
Here we are.
Sir Bochek, your niece Yitka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Correct?
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstadt.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
All right, I'll drink.
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yitka and the unhappy Lord Capon.
I don't think it'll be that bad for Capon. Come on. I'm sure she's a lovely lady. All right, that works out. Talk to Liechtenstein. If only there was a quick and easy way to get back up there, because it's very easy to get lost in this place. Okay, up and around. All right, John. Oh, hey, Jobst.
Walk out of here with a clear plan. But maybe you were right. It was probably not the best idea to gather all the lords under one roof.
At other times, I would celebrate hearing you admit a mistake, Margrave. But if I were you, I wouldn't lose faith just yet. Sometimes all you need to do is send the right man to whisper
That's me.
the right words into the right ears.
You mean you managed to convince someone? Someone influential?
Not at all.
Yeah, I don't know about influential, but...
But I have found someone
Yep.
who could pull a thorn out of our side and get some influential people to join our cause.
And who is this secret envoy of yours?
The one running in circles around you right
Still
now.
hoping it works out, and we walk out of here with a clear plan.
Okay, so they're just going to repeat their conversation now. Let's talk.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I've been disowned, so I don't really have that title, but okay.
But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bochek of Kunstadt will support our cause.
Both of them. Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords?
Am I telling them, or... There we go.
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed.
Hans.
And
R.I.P.
I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord.
Just shush.
We will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes.
Okay, that'll work out.
How are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
Oh, hi. I actually didn't get you involved in this at all, but you're here.
Is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours. They'll give you coin.
Okay, thank you.
The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslaus, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
Wonderful.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
So far, so good. Wonderful. I like that they're happy about this.
Yitzka will take
Okay, Hans won't be happy, but still.
As her husband.
Is he gonna pass out? It's like the end of his world. He's so upset.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Alright, that'll work out.
Those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords.
Which is fair, yes.
And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
Alright, things worked out. Master tactician here in the back. Hans brooding in the corner. You're literally about to ride through a man, but okay. Well, off they go, the major players. Are we gonna get a meanwhile? Yep. Word for word. Meanwhile, at the Kuttenberg City Council. What happened to your hat, Henry? Oh, there it is.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers.
That's harder for them to
What
do,
will you do
as
with
city councilors.
How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
They don't even know.
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter. From right under your noses.
Oh, that's reason enough for
Why
them to
haven't you
attack.
done anything?
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere. Point them to the Jewish quarter
Ooh,
and
that's
give
not
them
good.
free rein. To do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wencesla's side. They need a warning.
Who's that guy on the left?
We
That's a Hungarian,
don't
right?
have enough men to...
Or that's a Cuban,
Margaret,
right?
Could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric.
Of course, Eric.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you?
Guy's
And
falling
if the
asleep
thought
next
should
to him.
cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylanders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Oh, okay.
Your Majesty,
That's fair.
we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants. Chicken shits. Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses.
When you say
and
you, do you mean like him personally or
And
the
results?
council?
None.
Hmm.
I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present
Interesting.
here, with immediate effect.
What
he
does
will
that
make
mean?
sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges
He doesn't
granted
care.
to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths.
I mean,
and
that's
lined
true,
your
yes.
pockets,
Very true.
and let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you,
I am
I
altering
do
our
not
deal.
distinguish
Pray
between
I do
those
not
who
alter
stand
it
in my
further.
be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else.
Got it.
The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy.
Why?
Be
You
so
want more
kind
drinks?
and remain here.
Okay.
Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Alright, that's
Yes.
fine.
Sire. As you wish, sire.
I'm hoping Markvart doesn't recognize me.
Was I not perhaps too harsh on them?
But I'm just one kid that he met one time, as far as he's concerned, so he won't remember me.
Flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He
Oh,
would
yeah.
be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
Sorry.
You
What
tend to
what kind would you
us
like to
as if
drink?
we were infirm. Boy,
Monastic.
pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year.
Alright, I can do that.
We have concerns, friend.
Here you are, sir.
The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we
Do
have
you want a
a proper
drink?
army instead
You don't
of
have a cup in front of you.
mercenaries? They
I'll just stand
cannot
here
be
with the red
relied
one.
upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year.
You talking to me about the wine, or what was that?
He would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wencesla's reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place and the country
Yeah, so I
would
heard.
flourish.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
That won't be good, no.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them?
Do you even know who they are?
Only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him
Yeah, true. Because he made friends by giving off the important jobs to all the new money.
All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in
That's also a possibility, yes.
This business makes me
He's a flip-flopper and is a little bit of a liability, potentially.
That red, boy.
Yep, still carrying the red. You got it.
Just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good to me.
Oh, that's good.
To your health, Margaret.
Do you want a cup too, or what? Okay, he's just enjoying the wine now. Do you want a
your
refill?
Health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Yeah, hopefully.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
Thanks.
Your Majesty.
Okay, do you want another refill, or are you done?
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was
Oh, that's
meeting,
bad.
Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Raposh. Alderin won't give you...
I guess it makes sense, right? Because this is a pretty public gathering of his
iron it together.
of his opposers.
Once we
So,
get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosh will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
okay, this is bad.
For the king, red wine.
You got it.
No.
Oh,
We shall have white. We have had enough of red.
makes sense. Makes sense.
Quickly.
Yeah, working on it.
Others will follow. I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use.
Oh, the god of the finger of God. Yeah.
We could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
True.
To bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
I think that might be too much a show of force. Yeah.
But it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
I'll do it. So I don't get suspicion cast on me.
Sire.
Our victory, please, not yours.
And those of the future.
Granted, I do know that the end of this, all of this, at the end of all of this, Sigismund wins anyway. But still, later that evening. I mean, in history, like Sigismund ends up being the emperor, but. Oh wow, I'm drunk as heck.
I sure did. Wojciech made sure everyone heard.
You fuck with it, then die.
I've never heard of it. Yet another
I feel like there's a lot that's happening in this episode. A lot of political dealings and now an assault. That's not going to be good. Let's talk.
How'd you like a wine, Chevalier? The art of winemaking has a long tradition in La Belle France. Recipes are passed on from father to son, and each generation brings them to perfection. I myself was practically raised on wine. How many I have tasted. Even the French royal court took note of my refined taste. The king himself had wine delivered for his table according to my advice.
Connoisseur like you knows what's good. So you don't like our wines? Yeah.
I expect his lordship had the best barrels rolled out. Now, if you'd only known he had a real connoisseur here.
Best barrels? Mon ami, this wine would perhaps be suited to the infirmary, where it would suffice for cleaning wounds and easing pain. For that, the taste is of little consequence. Give me 100
Celebrate with the
knights in
guests.
full armor.
Samuel doesn't want to chat. Who else do I get to annoy? We are so drunk.
Have you lost your hearing?
What's up, John? What do you need?
You in need of something, my well-oiled friend?
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows. Touching.
Hopefully.
Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly? Not even a little?
Well, maybe.
Well, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is. Give me a few more years and I'll become a professional mourner.
See now. I'll gladly drink to that with you.
I don't know if we should drink
There's
again.
Nothing to
Yeah.
drink. We've run dry.
So we're gonna get attacked while we're all
Tell
drunk
me
out of
like
our
a
minds.
slice
Wonderful.
Of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop. Your father surely has something better stored away. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friend.
Oh yeah, is that
and
true?
Left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those pictures for us, eh? I'm sure you can manage that.
I'll do my best.
I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
Oh, okay. You know, it's funny. I would have imagined John to be a little bit more reserved than this.
To this country. Let's drink to that.
It seems a little unlike him to be so deep in his cups, shall we say. For someone who I consider to be intelligent and being a master planner, it's very surprising. Hans, you don't want to chat about your impending wedding? No? Hello, guards. Hello. I don't have a torch right now. Do I have a torch? Can I not use it? There you go. I cannot open that door. Wonderful. Great. I guess everyone's in the courtyard then. I can hear Yops down there. He's got a very distinctive voice. Now, where do you want me to go get the cups? Or the wine? Probably down here in the cellar, right? Seems like it would be the place. Would it not be? Take the red. Well, I'll just take the red.
The red'll be good, I hope.
I'm just gonna walk back up. This is not considered trespassing, so I'm totally allowed to be here. Oh.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rudart. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right
Uh-oh.
up front of your fortress.
Here we are.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to this celebration, you old fox.
Well, that doesn't seem good. Is it von Bergov right there?
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
I'm actually not sure if that's... I think it is von Bergov. Yeah, it is. Well, R.I.P. that guy. At least he probably didn't feel it.
Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
I would say it's a good thing that we've at least got, like, soldiers and mercenaries and stuff around, but we're all drunk. This is gonna go poorly. Yep. Oh, Ruthar's getting defeated. That's not great. Captured. Great. Oh, and Odoran captured. Not stellar. Yeah, I was right. A lot is going on this episode. It feels like the end of an arc. Okay, let's help him out. We gotta help our brother. Get out of here. Holy crap, I do no damage as, I do no damage as this guy. Attacker is your name, huh? Okay. Ow. Nope. Get down. Nice. The pommel strike. Working together with my brother. Good stuff, good stuff. Get him while he's not looking at me. Nice. Zhishka's got that. I believe in Zhishka. What? My swings aren't even going through. I did no damage there. Ow! Hey! Hey, buddy. Hey, sir. Not going well. Down he goes. Need to protect my brother. Okay. Ow! Dead. You have died in combat. Yeah, that'll happen. Alright. We're definitely going to go and save our brother. After I get rid of this dude. I'm doing no damage to him. Okay. Back off. I need to get my brother. Okay, now I can finally get him. Against all odds activated. All my swings are not going through. Nice. Get down. Okay. I really wish Godwin would do more damage. Okay, moving on. Next person. Okay, I'll know who's down. Just a random noble, I hope. Okay, kinda out of stam. I wish I had potions or something for Godwin. Okay. I'm just trying to get my stamina back, okay? Actually, do I have a shout? I do not. It won't let me shout. Okay. Get him! Very good. Very beautiful. Who's next? Maybe I can pick up better weaponry or armor off of the bodies. Nope. Actually, if I recall correctly, you can't actually change Godwin's gear. So maybe not. Nice. Next. Nice. Oh. Is that Henry riding back? I assume it is. Yeah. I'm still wearing the random waiter's gear though. Please tell me Hans is not going to get captured again. Please. Go and help your friends. I will once I put my armor back on. Alright, off we go. I'm here. Henry the hero. I'll even use my sword. Defeat the attackers. Will do. Alright, let me just get off my horse really slowly. In we go, from behind.
You won't get me.
Down you go. Okay, wonderful.
Show you stuff.
Dead. Next. And he's done. Wonderful. Get back in there. Down you go, sir. Good. Next. He's not looking at me. Here's my chance. Get down. Henry the hero. He is here. Nice. Next. Okay. Is that guy literally just punching our friends? Okay, he's done. Get him down, please. Why does this guy have so much health? Down you go. Where's the guy's brother? He's still alive, that's good. Where's Godwin in all this? Nice. As Godwin, you saved your brother. Oh, that's an achievement, apparently.
That was a close shave.
Well, we did
A
it.
little too close. Fuck me.
Do my eyes deceive me? Henry!
Godwin!
How did you get...
I walked in.
I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't.
They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard.
Okay,
And they took
important
Alder
people.
and Conrad of
I thought
Vector
Kunstad
away
left
too.
with
with
Radzik and the others. Huh.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
Well, where'd they go? What's the matter, Godwin?
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein.
Oh, crap.
She didn't stand a chance against those.
I don't think there was anything I could have done there.
May she rest in peace.
That sucks.
She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they almost killed my brother.
Could I have saved her?
Almost. Good work.
I'm not sure. What do you mean almost?
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, fortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. For nothing.
Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Botchek.
Oh, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I wouldn't give up on the fucker either.
We'll have to wait for the other side's move.
Could you save her?
We don't even know where von Berghout took them.
Well, where'd they go?
Where did they go? Back to Rattay?
They've got to raise an army for us. And I hope they fucking hurry.
So we have a plan to counter Sigismund?
More of a promise than a plan.
But, as you can see, our allies are getting scarce. We should lay low until Jobst gets back.
I'll gladly play dead for a while.
I mean, you've been through worse.
And don't speak of the dead.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
They only wanted Odorin. Markvart even bragged about it. Yeah, I couldn't do anything about it.
Markvart bragged about it to Sigismund, and Sigismund promised to make him Lord of Raborsh in return.
When he sees what von Bergau did with it, he'll shit himself.
You find that funny? Do you like watching those foreigner dogs rampaging around and slaughtering innocents? Who else has to die before we do something about it?
Tell us about it. We were neck deep in corpses before you bothered to turn up.
Well, not you.
Fuck you, Jan. I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat. Trust me.
We've lost a lot of allies. We'll have trouble finding new ones. They'll be afraid to even peep against Sigismund.
Well, are you surprised? Look around. Sigismund showed everyone what's coming for all who resist him.
Well, we're alive, right? At least there's that.
You want to give up now?
Nobody said anything about giving up. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey... Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
Yeah, on top of that, people are being attacked.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot.
I'm more worried about the well-being of the citizens.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
Yeah, apparently he's the son of Martin.
The rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too.
Anyway, we've got work to do. Godwin?
Give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first.
All right.
Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know.
I think this is probably a good spot to call it. Because apparently the story is only getting more interesting. So after we talk to Sam in Liechtenstein, we're probably going to have to rush off to help the Jews in Kudenberg. And then from there, the story may develop even further. So I hope you're looking forward to that. This is probably going to be a longer episode because so much has happened, but I hope that you enjoyed what you saw here today and that you're doing well wherever you are. This has been Karst with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and next time we'll be looting a lot of folks. Have a great day. We'll see you later. Bye-bye now.
Dirty.